Oh, the tube is cut off.
Looks like it was destroyed. Not to mention there isn't half as much cargo as I expected. I'd be surprised if anything's still intact.
I'll take a look around.
Oh, is this a fusion? It is an old fusion cell.
Really? Is it a...
Oh, it's a little beat up.
Okay then. That's great.
sure I didn't forget anything. Can I do the raid again? Okay. Oh boy. Not a good start. Hey man, I'm good. How are you doing? Can you hear me? Is my mic on? Yeah, it's working. Okay, is my microphone working? Okay, let me check if my mic is working. It is working. Okay, I wanna ride the tube one more time. Wait, where am I? Oh. There? What do you mean there? Have I been here before? Okay. Oh, my day's been great, man. Had a great day. What about you? Glad you're doing good. What brings you here? Twelve, 2, 3. What brings you here? How did you find the channel? What? Oh, that's 13. Oops. He recommended you my channel? Really? Wow, then I guess Kick's the greatest streaming platform. It actually recommended you this channel. Well, I'm grateful to Kick for sending you my way. Yeah, I have no idea why my channel got recommended to you. I'm basically just recording the gameplay in case I want to upload some boss fights to YouTube. But I'm super happy you're here. I mean, I'm not actually used to having people in the chat. Oh, this is great. Loving the game. basically challenging myself where I'm trying to kill the bosses without using potions or grenades or range ammunition, just so I can upload the fights later if I want to post like the fight itself or some guide about it so people can see the skills. I'm from Bulgaria, I'm from Eastern Europe. Where are you from? America? Already you. Yeah, I forgot what I was thinking. But yeah, where are you from? I'm just trying to get used to parrying and dodging again because I just started on the PC. So I'm a bit out of sync. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, I'm a bit out of sync with parrying and dodging because I just sat down some this way. Trying to get used to them. So, yeah, where are you from? What am I supposed to do here? What? Okay, I suck at parrying. So, what do I... Oh, okay, I see what I do here. Do I play any other games? Yeah, I play all kinds of games. I basically play whatever I feel like. I played Expedition 33 before this, and I'm probably going to play the Chrono Odyssey open beta in a few days. By then I should be finished with Stellar Blade, and after that I think I'm going to try what was the name? Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. So yeah, that's the plan. I beat Stellar Blade, I do the Chrono Odyssey open beta, and then I move to probably Tainted Grail. Unless there is something else. Okay, I'm a bit... Okay, I fell down. Oh, thank you. Appreciate the follow. I still don't understand why Kick would recommend to your channel that PPA MMP that has 0 views, but I'm happy it's doing it. Okay, I'm missing something. What am I not seeing? Do I stream daily? Almost. Yeah, I mean, I've been streaming every day since I started the game, which is like, I think I have now 5 days in a row. Usually if I'm just recording some gameplay like right now so I can potentially upload boss fights, I would stream it, yeah, so that's almost every day. I mean, I don't have much else to do right now because I'm kinda stuck at home due to unfortunate events. So I'm stuck at home all day. I spend most of the time playing games, so there is no reason not to record the gameplay in case I wanna upload something or create a guide. Cat wants to get out. So yeah, that's pretty much it, since I'm spending a lot of time on the PC these days. I've been streaming daily the last few days, yeah. I don't know if it's going to be a regular thing. I mean, like I said, I'm just pretty much recording the gameplay, but if Kick is actually recommending my channel for some reason to random people, then I'd probably stick to streaming. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing here, so I'm not gonna waste time here. Maybe this is for later. I'm going back out. Oh, thought you didn't put any graphics. Oh no, are you going to sell me art? So it didn't actually recommend you my channel. I'm just gonna stop you right there. I have no interest in purchasing any art for the channel. don't need banners, etc. I'm not some big time content creator that needs banners, transitions, etc. It's just gameplay and a camera for me. Slowly getting used to preparing and blocking again. What am I missing? I'm missing this. I'm saving for it. I haven't watched any news in a couple of days. I wonder what happened with the Iran-Israel war. I missed one again. Oh, poor. Too early again. Okay, so the green one is health, and the white one is gold. Yeah, I can just leave. It's fine. I get up there? Okay, I'm here. Now what? What's the... Why? Is it too far? Is it too far? What the fuck? Which one was it? How do I get up? The fuck? How do I get out of here? So that's not it. Okay. Why is this lit up? No idea. Am I missing anything? Says entrance. Is not entrance. anything. Ugh. Oi, 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 oi. What the fuck? Okay. Stagger, 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 stagger. Fucking hell. Oh, so that's it. I fucking hate the stagger spawn. Okay. I'm warmed up. No bullshit. Warm-up's over. What am I doing wrong? I'm playing with experience rules, right? Oh. Oh. Yeah, that explains things. Okay. 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 That explains things. That changes a lot of stuff. Yeah, big here. But why was that door closed then? No, 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 no. No. I didn't see it. I didn't see the quicksand. So how do I open this door? Left? No. Right. Probably improved. Sorry. Where's the gate? Is that the gate? Yeah, I think it is. So I'm not allowed to jump there. Okay, where am I going? Nope. Can I make the jump without moving this? Nope. Oh, I can't port there. Okay.
I can see Abyss Lavoir.
What kind of facility is Abyss Lavoir?
There are some records of weapon research according to the map data we've got.
Does it have to do with the Naytibas?
I can't promise it doesn't.
Kinda want to clear the quests first, but they're too far.
Do I have to go through another test?
Yes, there cannot be any exceptions.
Then let's not waste any time.
Okay. Oi, 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 oi.
Just as I heard. Outsider. This place is deeper and darker than the last. Please, be careful.
Should I swap out of experience gear? I kinda wanna finish my quest, to be honest. Wait, I missed something here. Fuck. Okay. Is that everything? The fuck?
bomb everybody to get peace, then that's just what has to happen.
The bombing still continued to
That is a question for the White House.
At any
perhaps,
cost.
The NSC, that's not something I can answer here. Nadia.
Thank you, Tammy. The president said he wants to see Iran offer unconditional surrender. I'm not going to ask you to comment on the president's statement, but I'm going to ask you if the secretary is involved in any kind of diplomatic mission.
Is that the guard took for a while?
The Germans with the French trying to
Whoa.
offer something to the Iranians.
Just turn head on and just asking
Well,
for
the
trouble.
way out is
Would not
unconditional
speak on the
surrender.
We can use the
details of
trash to
any
get in.
That's the
individual
way out.
conversations, if they occurred.
Right.
Between whom, what those details would be. We know, of course, the secretary and the president were at the
Obviously.
their constant work from the moment they came to office has been to, and certainly Secretary Rubio, was to open up conversations and to lead the world through diplomacy to make a difference. But that's the only thing that would guide me when it comes to the nature of the decision.
People are evacuating through Jordan?
Yes,
Yeah, I heard about that.
Getting into the details of the conversations, is the door to diplomacy with Iran on its nuclear program still open from the U.S. perspective?
that would be a decision made by President Trump.
Have you heard from the Iranians signaling
I
interest
got a
in
feeling
continuing
that,
this?
Think it dropped.
Data confirmed.
That is not
I
something
think
that
so.
I
Yeah.
Something feels fishy.
Ah,
Yes,
jeez.
ma'am.
Hey, going back to the consular piece of this in Israel, the latest security alert from the embassy there still says that the embassy is not in a place to evacuate or directly assist Americans. Do you have any timeline on when that might change for the Americans who are stranded in that country? And just looking
The
at
truth
how
is nobody has
quickly,
any idea what Trump is going to do.
security, situation has changed
The question
there.
is, does
The
Trump have an
travel
idea
alert
what
was
he's gonna
raised to
do?
level 4 from
The
level
signal
3
I'm
for the
picking up is
entirety of
clear
the
as a
country.
bell.
Is that a
Do you
sign
think
that
that
I
the
don't
country
know.
is
I mentioned
caught
could be
on
lurking
its
in these
back
parts?
foot a little bit by this change because
What
Americans
a
still can't get
tedious
help?
monster.
I can say the answer to that last question is no. We are working 24/7 to ensure the safety and
It does? Well, we'll see.
The security of Americans
See what
around
they
the
say.
world. I can say that the Department of State is always planning for contingencies to assist private U.S. citizens' departure from crisis areas. And we will alert the U.S. citizens.
If we bomb Iran, will they start making anime afterwards? I don't think so.
When there is additional information to share regarding their options during any crisis, but certainly this one as well. When it comes to how quickly people can expect a dynamic, the American government, the State Department, our militaries, you've seen all of these assets, all of these departments involved in this dynamic in one fashion or another, are working exclusively for the safety of this nation and the safety of the American people, wherever they may be. Yes, sir.
Next.
Thank you, Tammy. At the top, you said that you're advising U.S. citizens not to travel to Israel or Iraq or Iran under any circumstances. Do you have any more general guidance for Americans in the Middle East, more broadly as a region? Are there other countries that you're advocating people
Do not go.
depart from?
Well, at our website, we have our travel alerts. We
Yeah, I
also
would not
have
want to
moved
be
them
anywhere over there
on,
right now.
Our
This is
State
scary
Department,
time.
Twitter, our
Do
social
not
media
come.
accounts. Those are for
Do
the
not
public,
come.
to see. Would there be, what is the specific one for people to look to if they want to look for specific country travel alerts? Is it
the one? Yeah.
travel.state.gov? So travel.state.gov, and you will see every travel alert there for you, depending on if you're going to be traveling. And it does not just for the Middle East, or if you're in a country right now. Yes, sir.
I have to mention about
In
Porsche.
your topic, you also recognize American diplomats serving in Ukraine and this federal life in the bunker.
Yes.
But American citizens happen to be killed by the Russians in Ukraine. Do you have a comment from the U.S. government? American citizens in Ukraine?
Yes, we are aware
I didn't even know that.
last night's attack on Kyiv, which resulted in numerous casualties, including the tragic death of a U.S. citizen. We condemn those strikes and extend our deepest condolences to the victims and the families of all those affected. The president, in the recent past, has made his thoughts clear about striking the civilian areas in that regard.
See, this is the reason
And
why you don't want to
just
run that
reiterate
move.
again, which is that the threat throughout all of
It's because they've got a pussy foot around with this.
no higher priority than the safety and security of U.S. citizens
Russia has nukes.
abroad, and we think of U.S. citizens in Ukraine, and we stand ready to provide all possible consular assistance. And out of respect to the family during this obviously horrible time, we have no further details to offer in that regard.
Second topic, in light of Iran, some of our colleagues from the UN, Persians, represent all the bad. How much is the international community signify the role of BOA and other outlets to counter this narrative?
What we're doing when it comes to communications into that region or into specific countries.
Great.
Related topics. Number
Super
one,
useful. Thank
the
you.
administration kind of kept this conflict between Israel and Iran at arm's length over the first
Oh,
few days, and now,
okay.
Yeah.
since
Don't
last
touch
night
that.
and especially into today, we're hearing the president say, we.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
We
going
have
in.
control over the skies. We
Good
know where
question.
the supreme leader is. He's kind of taking more ownership of the situation directly. Is that
feeling trickling down to this building as well? Is there more of a ownership of the situation in the State Department as well?
I mean, it's obvious,
Well,
right?
I again can't characterize the
Yes. Yes.
of the President of the United
Yes.
States. We know that
Yes.
he is our lead. We know that he is the guiding hand. We know that he is
Absolutely.
one of the few who know all the details. And
Yes,
he has
absolutely.
clearly has a mission and an agenda that has involved diplomacy and changing the world. Of course, things change. Our experiences change. He's making
Oh, bro,
comments that are a
Trump.
reflection.
Trump's gonna go in after this.
What matters to him.
He's gonna give a press
and,
statement following the
of course,
ongoing meeting.
What matters to the president, matters to the State Department, and every other
Oh.
department. I think that it is fair to say that his
It's about to go down.
And his re-election to the second term was because people here in the United States were tired of
Wanted Obama.
what the world has seen as a
Yes.
peacemaker and someone who can make a difference.
That's what people voted for.
There's no special envoy for Iran. Several key locations in the Middle East ambassador. What about the Iraq situation in Iran?
You're not
And
gonna
the
say.
Trump administration,
Obviously.
while you may not see things immediately, just because it's not maybe in the news or you're not present for things that occur, doesn't mean they're not occurring. I would remind everyone that the State Department, as I've found out, is sort of like the military. It's 24/7. It is not something that is a basic 8-to-5 dynamic. And it's because people are working around the world constantly. It is literally their mission, personally, their work, and what they are committed to. So while you may see a certain thing in a standing framework, it doesn't mean that we have not worked on that or are not working on that or that so it's a reminder that it's not about the day after. We're working before, during, and after. It is the anticipation of people with history and experience when it comes to history, not just of a building and of a department of the United States.
This meeting is like the
People
flight
working
attendants
on
showing you where the
diplomatic
exit
issues
is.
throughout the world.
They're showing you how to use the
and
mask.
They work for this department. They are committed to those issues.
Yeah.
And that is what makes the State Department so
So they're
effective.
all the
In addition
experienced
to the leadership that is afforded by Marco Rubio, as guided by Donald Trump. Yes, sir. You've been waiting.
The nuclear summit is in The Hague next week. Prime Secretary Rubio came back early from the G7 summit because of the nature of
Because they're getting ready to bomb Iran.
If the situation winds up unfolding next week, should we expect some kind of delegation? Should we be anticipating that particular situation?
How can you make a decision about in a week? You can't know that. How can you possibly know that? I mean, really, how could you possibly know that?
Experience from day to day or even sometimes hour to hour, things do change. This is a very dynamic.
Russia denied help to Iran.
We all had our special situations that we're interested in. We all want diplomacy to work, and we've
From
been
Iran. Oh, they're shooting missiles at
summits
Israel
and
again.
Ceasefire discussions, etc.
Right here.
This is something that is moving, as things tend to,
Man.
very rapidly. So I would say that anything is possible, but at this point in time, that is still certainly on the books. That's going to be obviously to the presidential trip.
Another one? Yeah, we'll see what happens.
The White House.
I'll give them
I'm sure will be affected by their decision making based on what they see. Yes, sir.
Two questions, please.
Colin Fisher from Al Jazeera English.
Very good.
Thank you. The U.S. intelligence Iran was not working towards a nuclear bomb. What's changed? The U.S. position seems to be that it was very clear.
Well, again, I can't speak to intelligence assessments. What may not have changed.
No answer. Got it.
That it is President
Yeah, great.
Trump and his team.
Amazing.
Who are seeing things that
Yeah, I don't know.
decision making. And
Yeah, it could
I
be
think
whatever.
That's what's happening.
Second question is if the president in his first term was willing to give the Taliban 18 months to come up with a deal, why was only 60 days given to the Iranians to discuss something
Discuss the details of the decisions made by the president.
He's altered the deal. Parade doesn't alter it any further.
In
That's why.
open session to the committees.
Well, yes, and as I've noted,
Yeah.
today is not that day. Next, yes? Yes, sir. Tie in the white shirt.
Is that you just suggesting that the
Andrea, we're
assessment
moving
is
on. Let's please be able to manage this. Sir.
My question is,
Shut up!
we were talking about the negotiations between Iran and the U.S., and the president was very optimistic about it, and now we are talking almost about a full-scale war between Israel and Iran. How do you name the procedure right now? Has the negotiations failed?
Vibes.
Or how can you name it?
Vibes. There's a dartboard in the Oval Office
TV
and a blindfold
by the Israeli Air Force. How do you see that? Do you see
the vibes are totally
TV
off.
channel as a legitimate target?
Well, you'd have to ask Israel about their decisions when it comes to the choices, what they strike and what they don't. And on your first question, which now is already, what was your first question?
My first question, after all this, after this escalation, how do you
I would say you would look to the President of the United States for how he is characterizing what has occurred. And he is very open and transparent with that. Does it with his many
Missile
conversations?
launches are now, yeah, I know.
On Truth Social. Is clearly accessible.
It's not happening yet.
He's said a number of things on social media that I think yes, I well, yeah, are we continuing still with it? I will come to you on Gaza, Saeed, I promise, but let's continue with the topic. So yes, sir, in the back.
Thank you so
גינוסר, אמנון, חורזים, ורד הגליל, עמיעד, אליפלת.
Jesus Christ, sorry about that.
Any American intervention in the
Holy
conflict would
fuck.
prompt the group to target the U.S. interests.
Sorry,
across
sorry,
the region.
sorry.
Have you reached to the Iraqi government, and what's your message to
Laggy
these groups?
fucking
And the second
YouTube.
question, with the State Department's assessment of diplomacy, have you put diplomacy on the side, or you still believe that diplomacy can work in Iraq?
Well, again, I'm not going to comment on the nature of how the White House or the President or the DoD will respond to certain remarks or demands made by someone to the DoD regarding their reaction.
Yeah.
Regarding, I know that the President said Truth Social, he's made it very clear, even I think today, and I think I've got that right here. This is, again, one of the things we learned about President Trump is that when he tweets, when he speaks, the most clear framework that we learn of his approach.
That's scary.
He
That's really scary.
I don't know if I can get the exact one, but he
That's
has
the
made it
clearest
very clear
framework?
That, oh yes, here we go. He has noted that...
Oh no.
We don't want missiles shot at civilians or American soldiers, or our patience is wearing thin.
He said that.
Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Yeah, no missiles, yes.
He is making it clear, I think, here, regarding certain cases on the ground that have been made, and that what we've asked for regularly is, and what he has made clear is that we were not a part of the initiation of this business. We're not a part of Israel's attacks on Iran. That I think was made very clearly by both Secretary Rubio. And that's for them, for people to know. And in this case, of course, the President has made it clear that if Americans are hurt, or in this case, missile shot at civilians or American soldiers, that there would be a repercussion. I think that would
Everybody knows what that is.
All right, we'll go back.
Moron. Go ahead.
It's clearly
that he's aligning himself with them so they don't help Iran. That's clearly why. Isn't that obvious? I feel like that's fucking obvious.
To the approach and style of President Trump. So it's that when it comes to the person who could explain his feelings about what's accomplished on any issue, the President
Anthony Donald.
So I think refer to that to what he writes and what he's posting on, I think, a very regular basis, which is helpful to people like me. And I think to the
Great
world at large
content.
as well.
Oh yeah. TikTok, Twitter. Okay.
We're still trying to negotiate with the nuclear deal, showing that the priority is peace. President Trump has once again instantly offered to mediate on Kashmir, but the Modi government says that
this is India.
needs Trump's help. Does President Trump needs Modi permission to bring peace in South Asia by resolving the Kashmir issue?
Well, yes,
Yeah,
you know, this is
it's India's
every
problem.
country, as President Trump stated, is
What the
right
fuck?
to define its own future.
Yeah.
He offers his help, and it's up to whoever he's offering it to, whether or not they'll accept it. We live in a fascinating, exciting time where we've got a man who can make the difference, and is generous about making that difference. He has chosen to have this term be about he's stuck with that.
There's still nothing. No attacks yet.
So, but I would not speak to the country's decision making. That's up to them.
Right. Okay. Now it's fixed.
He's willing to help.
I apologize. It's so
One
annoying.
more in a line, and
The volume on this is so bad.
President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad has been killed in Tehran.
confirm that or report on that.
Damn. So he's dead.
Yes, sir.
In the last 48 hours, or the last 3 days, dozens of Palestinians have been killed at the aid
Okay, my ultimate
centers
is
and
almost
so on.
charged. I think I
Is,
can do
you
a
know,
serious attempt.
with everybody focused
That
on
sounds
Iran,
pretty bad.
This situation still garnered some interest or attention from this building or from the United States of America, and I really urging the Israelis to hold off on whatever the amount of firepower they're firing at these aid centers.
Well, we,
I have
of
no
course,
idea about that.
are always sad to hear reports about any mass casualty situation or shootings. I don't know who isn't, no matter what the dynamic.
That sucks,
the
man.
idea
Yeah.
a particular incident is under review, and that is in the meantime, I think it is important also when it comes to the nature of the efforts to get aid and food to the Gazans. We now know, can report that the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation now is looking at 4 distribution sites and
That's
has
good.
distributed nearly 26 million meals.
Wow, that's great.
So, it is important.
Yeah.
Whether or not the State
Awesome.
Department cares, everybody there's a demonstration. When we think about the State Department, it's people. It's people who committed their lives to a diplomatic life, to a life of foreign service, to a political life, trying to make the difference for the world. So we see that manifesting here, and as we also know with today's events and today's conversations, there's a reason why President Trump and the American commitment to peace abroad. Yes, go ahead.
Actually, the president.
Did you see Al Jazeera English? See that Indian guy? No, he was there. I think he left.
A lot of them,
I don't know.
Then to a different extent. Can you share any details you have on this plan?
I can speak a little bit about it, not into the detail of what.
No, I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. None of these bombs have even reached Israel at all.
We are, of course, committed to protecting our nation's citizens by upholding the highest standards of national security and public safety through our visa process, in particular, as laid out in President Trump's Executive Order 14161, protecting the United States from foreign terrorists and other national security and public safety threats. The visa adjudication process has got to ensure that U.S.-bound foreign travelers do not pose a threat to the national security and safety of the United States.
Yeah, obviously. This is all obvious.
Low bar.
Probably in 3 minutes, 2 minutes.
To protect the national security and
Very, very small amount of
United
missiles.
States people, the Department of State and other U.S. government agencies assess other countries' security capabilities, information sharing, and identity management practices, exploitation of the U.S. visa system, such as overstay rates, and and failure to facilitate the repatriation of their removable
Heavy bombing reported in Tehran right now.
Noting where country codes as you did is located, the geo position, the actual location of the country, is not.
So this is the poll finds overwhelming support for Israeli strikes or Trump's response. His voters, 83% of voters support the strikes. 95% approve of strikes. Damn. 67 support the attacks.
Say yes, you can, or you can't come.
Wow.
In this particular instance, I think that's clear as we're looking at providing a period of time.
That's way more than I thought.
If they don't get to that point where we can trust them, and they've got to change the system, update it, do whatever they need to do to convince us that we can trust the process and the information. So that is the goal of this. The Secretary will have the discretion to determine
Iran is really popular.
on that list. As we then also
yeah, it is.
The nature
Straight
of
up.
what's happening within these conversations.
Fake polls.
And that's our goal. All right. Yes,
We got like
yeah.
one more,
I don't
right?
know why you're so far in the back, Michelle, but with NPR, yes.
Yes, just following up on that, there was a deadline given for these 36 countries tomorrow to come up with their action plan. I wonder if you've heard back from any of them yet.
That's incorrect.
An action plan.
Not correct.
What do you think Iran has a bright future?
Considerable amount of time to rectify whatever the situation is.
We'll see.
That the department is determined is the nature of our trust and how we issue a visa. All right. Yes, and yes, sir. Here, there. Yes.
Thank you. Has the United States...
Can you tell me your name, sir, and your outlet?
Is there anything else dangerous around here?
Okay.
Thank you.
What I'm
Has the
saying,
United States received any official request from Baghdad to
This
help
must be
prevent
the scary
Israeli
monster Kyle was talking
overflights
about.
in Iraqi
All right, then. Let's just
and
get what we came for and
is
get out of here.
Washington's response to such a request?
Again, you would need to speak
got-
to the
you
Department
don't-
of
they don't
Defense
know
and the
about
White
that.
House regarding that. I won't speak
Yeah.
to the details of conversations, certainly about anything of that
Iran
matter.
was sent by futures Iraq,
involving,
Afghanistan, every
any
other
country.
nation,
And
U.S.
I
decided to
think
rebuild.
That will be it for today.
For sure.
As we return,
Oh,
thank
that's
you all
it.
for your patience, and I expect to see you again later in the week. Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, well, that was a bunch
Thank
of
you.
fucking nothing.
Appreciate
That
it.
was a waste of time. Wow, great. Good job. Yeah, thank you so much. That was super, super helpful.
The memory sticks intact.
And, yeah, great.
ID
Amazing. All right, yeah, I thought this was, they were going to have actual answers to stuff. Apparently not. And
Judging
so,
by your reaction,
leave
must be Kara.
your shelter in Israel. You can
How
leave your
sad.
shelter. All right. So
Must have
So
known
that's
there
it?
was no way she could have survived.
so
That's just how
wait.
the world works. Simple
So
as
now,
that.
moments ago,
wait, it's over already. Is Trump going live? Yeah, he's going to go
3
live, I think.
missiles.
That's what it said.
in latest, well,
3 missiles got it. Yeah, so that's it. They're shooting at 3 missiles. Trump to leave a big announcement to secondhand messenger.
put that up.
Well, I mean, maybe
I'm
he
going to
would
put the
say
regular
something.
headline back up.
Yeah.
But just again, this was a small wave of. I'm hearing anything between 2 and 5 missiles, but a bunch of reports say 3.
And they just all got intercepted?
No injuries reported. No missile falls.
So nothing happened. Wow. Why even bother? Yeah, I mean, they're out of, bro. I mean, they could just be, yeah, bro, they could be out of juice. That's it. And I feel like that's kind of what happened. Iran's been firing between 3 and 7 missiles, small waves, for a couple of days now. A lot easier to intercept. Why would they even do that? I wonder. Well, I'll tell you one reason why. I saw why. It's because fucking the IDF blew up their missile launchers. Raw footage. The IDF struck 12 missile launch sites and storage facilities aimed at Israeli citizens. Yep, here we go. This is just from a little bit ago. You can see there's a bunch of stuff there. And now it's gone. Yep, there you go. And, yeah, maybe they need gamer stuff, so I guess so, right? So frustrating that we're supporting the killing of leadership in the country. It's basically saying that you don't deserve to have negative opinions about America. Yeah, pretty much. That's how power works. Yeah, I know that. I know that there's a lot of, you know, gated community, you know, like kind of optimistic, naive people. But when you have a country that's saying that they're going to bomb you, they're talking about building a nuclear bomb. They're saying over and over and over they're going to bomb you. They're funding terrorist organizations. And you think that's not fucking around and finding out? You are out of your mind. You are out of your fucking mind. You are completely naive. You describe the USA does? Okay, so we want to kill them and they want to kill us. It's in our best interest to do it first, then, isn't it? I'm not making a moral argument here. There's no morality with this. I mean, like, there's no morals to this. It's not like, oh, well, this is the right and the good. This is what Jesus would have wanted. No, it's about purely about. It is about logical, pragmatic survival, and which option is the right choice. That's it. Yeah, Chatter's an idiot. Yeah, bro, why are you pro-war suddenly? I'm not pro. Why would I be pro-war? Like, Here is the concern that I think a lot of them have. Like, I don't even think that we need to be involved. I think Israel is going to do this entire thing themselves.
Sure.
That's why I don't want us to be involved. It's because Israel, I think, can do it on their own. And I feel like if Iran is this existential threat to everybody, then it shouldn't be on our shoulders only to deal with them. Like, I mean, I feel like that's very fair. And this isn't a war. Yeah, this is not a war, bro. Like, this is us bombing their nuclear facilities. I'm speaking of someone in Iran now. He says 5 missiles hit 10 kilometers away from his home today. Yeah, it's fucking scary. There's no evidence that Iran's building a bomb. Check Grok. Well, let me go back. I'm not sure. Where was that comment? Fuck. I think that one got lost. And I would respond to that, but I think it got lost. Speaking of pragmatic, truth isn't the same as saying what's morally the correct move. Sometimes they're diametrically opposed to each other. Yeah, there are a lot of times that you can do the right thing, and it can end up having the wrong effect. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. And I think that's kind of what's going on. Now, we're waiting to see if Trump is going to go live. Somebody said a little bit ago, Khamenei surrenders power as Israel controls Tehran. I don't think this is true. It seems like bullshit to me. And let's see if I can find the rest of it. You already back to Marathon? No, I haven't seen that yet. And where the hell did this go? Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so President Trump is set to give a press statement following the ongoing meeting. So this is what he said so far, right? As Trump has tweeted this out, let me just go ahead and find it. Truth Social. All right, here we go. There isn't any evidence. What's even more interesting is they bombed all his nuclear sites and there's no radioactivity. I don't understand how radioactivity works. Like, I genuinely have no idea. So I don't know if that's true or not, or why that's true or why that's not true. Is that a lie? I mean, I just don't have. I don't know enough about it to really have an opinion. So let's see here. I'll read this here. And oh, this is some other thing. This is something else. Let me go back. This is some other random person literally sending him a fucking massive fucking twit longer text message. Okay, yeah, here we go. And so Trump says this: we now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran. Iran had good sky trackers and other good defensive equipment, plenty of it, but it doesn't compare to American-made, conceived, and manufactured, quote, stuff. Nobody does it better than the good old USA. We know exactly where the so-called Supreme Leader is hiding. He is an easy target, but is safe there. We are not going to kill him, at least not for now. But we don't want missiles shot at civilians or American soldiers. Our patience is wearing thin. Thank you for your attention to this matter. And then he tweets out, unconditional surrender. That's it. It's true. If they had nuclear shit in there and the plants are bombed, there should at least be a small spike in radioactivity. I have no idea. Is it possible that unconditional surrender means he's talking about California? Maybe, yeah. Do you think China will move on Taiwan soon? I have no idea. I have no clue at all about that. Remember when Trump was all about condemning Obama, even thinking about bombing Iran? It's crazy times. It's about enriched uranium. They keep enriching it so it's past nuclear power. It's enriched enough for bombs. I think that's basically the way that a lot of them see this too. So it seems like right now there's not even any certainty whether it happened. Or sorry, whether it's going to happen or not.
I know I'm in safe
I guess
hands
we're going to
with
have to
you.
wait out. Trump has no position. I feel like his position is that he's probably going to make sure that Iran doesn't get a nuclear weapon. Like, it's very clear that's what his position is. Like, he's said this a million times. And I don't know what else you'd really want me to say. IDF said all of them are intercepted. So every single Iranian missile that they shot got intercepted. Is that true? Let me go back and double check. Well, I don't know. They haven't said anything about this at all. So... Oh, this is I guess, what they did. IDF strikes in Iran. Infinite Knowing. What was this here? Please look it up. What do you want me to look up? Peanut butter. What do you want me to? What do you think I'm not looking up? Yeah. What is this? Security Council meeting? Sure, it's dragging out. Yeah. What do you want me to look up? Bantam. Yeah. Let's go back. I'll find it over here. Yeah. And what did Steve do? Steve didn't do anything wrong. What is this? And so that's it. So they bombed all these places already. Let's go back. I'll see. Oh, this is the guy. For the second time in 5 days, the IDF has eliminated Iran's wartime chief of staff, the regime's top military commander. So, bro, imagine being the third guy. Holy fuck, man. And what is this here? Look at Tusi. Look at some random person. Kalamania is in an underground base. And gave power to the military. That's not even. That's literally like has nothing to. That's not even like has nothing to do with what's even being discussed.
Where is it?
Like you're getting mad about something I'm not even saying. Yeah, isn't it crazy how so many of the people that come in here and complain that I'm not, you know, like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, what do you want me to talk about? Well, you said that, you know, Iran had unicorns. I'm like, wait, no, I didn't. They're like, what? And then they get banned. I don't know what the hell people are thinking, man. And, yeah, Retard Central today. Well, a lot of people are, I mean, obviously it's a very, very polarizing topic, right? It's an extreme topic. There's a lot going on. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You can see the reason why. I mean, damn, shit's popping the fuck off. So I would easily expect that. Could you please at least check out the IEA's report on Iran's non-proliferation violations? Well, I already saw that they had enriched uranium at 60%. This is already a defined reality. You don't need to. What are we going to look this up for the 15th time? Like, I mean, it's obvious that's what they were doing it for. Why the hell would they want to do that for anything else than to make a bomb? Yeah, it's just counterintelligence agent. Yeah, 60% isn't enough for a bomb. Yeah, but it's way too. What is this? Having audio problems again because of YouTube Live.
The Iranian regime has spent years getting closer to a nuclear weapon. They have spent billions building a such weapon. Our mission is clear: to remove the threat at its source. Last night, the IDF eliminated Ali Shamadani, the regime's wartime chief of general staff. Shamadani held the role for only 4 days before meeting the same fate as his predecessor.
Jesus.
This mission was based on real-time and emerging intelligence. We have delivered significant blows to the Iranian regime.
So they
and
just
as
killed
such,
2 of them in
they
one day.
have been pushed back into central Iran. They
Or
are
in
now
5 days.
focusing their efforts on conducting missile fire from the area of Isfahan. We are aiming at military targets. They are attacking civilian homes. The IDF will continue to operate with precision, strength, and resolve to ensure the safety of the people of Israel. Israel faces threats on many fronts. While we are working to remove threats from Iran, we are still fighting their proxy, Hamas, in Gaza, who is still holding 53 of our hostages in brutal conditions. We will not rest until they are returned home. Thank you very much.
And that's it. Well,
so that was the update from
the IDF. Yeah.
The IDF. And then he mentioned that they had taken out an Iranian military official who replaced someone 4 days ago.
Bro, you're on the job for 4 days and you're dead. Jesus.
I'll show you something about that.
God damn. Yeah,
I'll
imagine being next in line. Yeah, fuck that.
Israel said, this is from Associated Press, Israel killed General Ali Shadmani.
Yeah, this is the
who
guy.
Israel described as the most senior military commander currently in Iran.
Wow.
Shadmani was little known in the country before being appointed last week to a chief of staff role at the head of
this
the
is the
paramilitary
guy.
Revolutionary Guards Khatam al-Anbiya Central Headquarters. That appointment
happened a while
followed
ago.
the killing of his predecessor in an Israeli strike. So he basically was, what was he doing it for, 4 or 5 days?
4 days and
he
he's
was
dead. Yeah. Bro, imagine being the next guy. I would not fucking, I would not want to do that. Not a lot of upward trajectory in that position? Yeah. With that level of intelligence, you wonder how many Israel has on the inside? I have no idea. Yeah. Basically the only real Iranian person left, well, I don't know. No job security? Yeah, I'll tell you that.
Hang on a moment.
Uses a placeholder. Yeah, the guy was responsible for terror attacks in Argentina back in the day. Wow. You're telling me another one of these like Iranian leaders is responsible for terror attacks. I would have never guessed. And so anyway, yeah, it looks like probably, I mean, that things are just going to get more and more serious about this, right? I mean, that's it. And I'm seeing, yeah, he's just retweeted. And this is kind of a big deal. Like, Trump almost never puts anything on Twitter now because he's on Truth Social. And he's already put this stuff up there, unconditional surrender. And so I feel like if Iran doesn't do that, he's just going to bomb the fuck out of them. Like, that's it. Do you think that we really take out the Supreme Leader? I think that he doesn't want to do that. Because you can't, after you kill him, you can't kill him.
It's blocked.
And so you lose the leverage. So he wants to hold off on killing the main guy, because if he kills the main guy, then you can't use that against him. So that's the reason why they're not doing it. Play that card later, exactly, yeah. There's 5 Supreme Leaders after that Supreme Leader. I have a good feeling that, you know, after what happened to the other leaders that were the leaders after the leaders, I don't think that they're necessarily going to want to step up too fast. And if they do, I think that unconditional surrender, like imagine being the 4th guy, the first 3 guys get killed, and now you're the 4th guy. Unconditional surrender sounds a little bit more appealing, doesn't it? So yeah, just see JD Vance's tweet. Yeah, I'll watch and I'll look at it right here. Let's see what he said. Fear is leverage. Yeah, of course it is, right? And yeah, maybe I should surrender this time. Exactly. And he wants him hiding in the hole like Saddam did. When we killed like 4 Hezbollah leaders, the current one ran away to Iran, and it took a week before announcing that he's the new leader. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him, bro. Like, I'd be fucking scared too. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, JD Vance made like a huge post about this. He says this, oh look, I'm seeing this from the inside. Admittedly, I'm biased towards the president, my friend, but there's a lot of crazy stuff on social media, so I'll address some things directly on the issue. First, the president has been amazingly consistent over 10 years that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Over the past few months, he encouraged his foreign policy team to reach a deal with the Iranians and accomplish this goal. The president made it clear that Iran cannot have uranium enrichment. And so, and they do have enriched uranium. This is defined again. Like everybody knows this. And he said repeatedly, if this was happen, one of 2 ways: the easy way or the other way. The easy way or the other way. Well, we're starting to see what the other way is after all. And Tulsi said they don't have it though. It's 2 different things. You're thinking about 2 separate things. Maybe the other way is even easier. Second, I've seen a lot of confusion over the issue of civilian nuclear power and uranium enrichment. These are distinct issues. Iran could have civilian nuclear power without enrichment, but Iran rejected that. Meanwhile, they've enriched uranium far above the level necessary for civilian purpose. They've been found in violation of their non-proliferation obligations by the International Atomic Agency, IAEA, which is hardly a right-wing organization. It's one thing to want civilian nuclear energy. It's another thing to demand sophisticated enrichment capacity. And it's still another to cling to enrichment while simultaneously violating basic non-proliferation obligations and enriching right to the point of weapons-grade uranium. I have yet to see a single good argument for why Iran needs to enrich uranium well above the threshold for civilian use. Because there isn't one. That's the reason why. I've yet to see a single good argument for why Iran was justified in violating its non-proliferation obligations. I've yet to see a single good pushback against the IEA's findings. Meanwhile, the president has shown remarkable restraint, taking our military's focus on protecting our troops and protecting our citizens. He may decide, here we go, he may decide he needs to take further action to end Iranian enrichment. This decision ultimately belongs to the president, and of course the people are right to be worried about foreign entanglement after the last 20 years of idiotic foreign policy. I mean, he's right, but I believe the president has earned trust on the issue, and seeing this up close and personal, I can assure you that he is only interested in what the American military has accomplished, the American people's goals. And so what is this here? Tulsi Gabbard, the AT Intelligence Agency, backing the opposite findings. I'm not sure about this. I'd have to look at... No, I'm not saying that. First off, Tulsi's testimony was in March, and a lot has changed since then. First, if you look at it, I love how he's actually responding to... Like, you have the vice president of the United States that is arguing with people in the comment section at Twitter. Man. Bro. Bro, he is in those trenches. Oh my God. And what is this? A lot has changed since then. Second, if you look at what she said then, her point about uranium enrichment is consistent with what I wrote above. Yeah, let's see here. It said Iran's months away from waving a nuke. How are we supposed to believe that time it's real? Yeah, I don't think that it's happening now. But yeah, let's see if I can find the rest of it. We need to define a meaning of victory before going in. Well, I mean, victory is completely disabling their military and primarily getting rid of their nuclear program. Like, I feel like from the U.S.'s perspective, like, what is winning? Getting rid of the nuclear program, period. That's it. Like, I mean, in terms of, like, you know, Israel, like, it's probably about destroying all of their missiles and destroying their military. But, like, as far as we're concerned, it's just the nuclear program, right? That's it. Did she say thank you for the reply? She didn't, bro. Can you believe that? Months away from a nuke because every time they were close, they got fucked, and yet they're trying again. Is that not hard to understand? Well, I don't know whether they are or not. I don't think, like, here's the truth. Where they are on a nuke, nobody in the chat knows this. Unless JD Vance is watching the stream or Trump is watching the stream, nobody knows this. We have no idea. Like, do you really think that they're going to go out and say in real time where it is? Of course not. It's private, confidential, changing constantly, super secret, top secret fucking information. They're not going to go out and say this shit, okay? It doesn't matter where they are. If they're actively working towards it, it's a threat. Yeah, I think so. Why didn't we do this to North Korea? Or why didn't Japan or South Korea preemptively strike? Probably because, if I'm assuming from North Korea's perspective, probably because China was backing up North Korea. That's the reason why. I mean, I don't remember exactly the whole details, but that's what I would guess. And so, yeah, it's because of China. And so, like, yeah, China, it doesn't exist in this circumstance, so it's easier to push Iran. That's it. And I understand that, like, a lot of people might not like this might makes right. I mean, that's really what this is. It's a might makes right diplomacy. It is. Absolutely it is. 100%. Why are we doing it? Because we can. Why can't they do it? Because we say so. That's the reason. But at the end of the day, that's where we're at. And that's what's happening. But it doesn't. Yeah, what are the odds of Iran bringing allies into this conflict? Very, very low. Very extremely low. I heard that Russia already roached out on it. So this is the Iranian crown prince. Okay, here we go. Let's see this. My fellow countrymen. Islamic Republic has reached its end and is in the process of collapsing.
There must be a plan to open the
Khamenei, like a frightened rat, has gone into hiding underground. Oh my god. Is that a real translation? I bet it is. I bet, actually, you know what? I bet I could easily assume that they speak Farsi over there, I believe. In their language, this is absolute Farsi. Yeah, right. It's probably even worse than this. Khamenei, like a frightened rat, has gone into hiding underground and has lost control of the situation. What has begun is irreversible. The future is bright, and together we will pass through this sharp turn in history. This is the Iranian crown prince, by the way. I guess he's been obviously displaced by the current, leadership. In these difficult days, my heart is with all the defenseless citizens. And a fallen victim to Khamenei's warmongering and delusions. For years, I've tried to prevent our homeland from being consumed by the fire of war. Uh-oh. The end of the Islamic Republic is the end of its 46-year war against the Iranian nation. Damn. The regime's apparatus of repression is falling apart. Wow. All it takes now is a nationwide uprising to put an end to this nightmare once and for all. This is how it has to change. Like, I don't think we can bomb them into democracy. I think they have to do it themselves. We can't bomb them out of religion. We can't bomb them into democracy. They have to do this themselves. I think they can. Now is the time to rise. Time to reclaim Iran. Oh shit. Let's all come forward. Bandar Abbas, Bandar Azali. I guess that's two places. Yeah. I'm assuming that these are different places in Iran that are far apart. I'm just guessing. Yeah, I'm not an expert. Bring about the end of the regime? Yeah, for sure. Do not fear the day after the fall of the Islamic Republic. Will not descend into civil war instability. Damn. He gonna come back? We have a plan, bro. He coming back? Oh shit. We have a plan for Iran's future and its flourishing. Okay. We're prepared for the first 100 days after the fall, for the transitional period, and for the establishment of a national and democratic government by the Iranian people and for the Iranian people. This works if they do it. It doesn't work if we do it. The military on critical state employees. Do not stand against the Iranian people for the sake of a regime whose fall has begun and is inevitable. Don't sacrifice yourself for the decaying regime. I think he's right, by the way. Like, they're obviously cooked.
Like a factory.
It's over. Like, it's they might not know it yet, but it's very clearly over. That's a good question. Somebody brought this up. Is this the Prince of Persia? Yeah, wait, real quick. Think about that. Technically, yes. Man. By standing with the people, you can save your lives.
جان خود را حفظ کنید. در گذار از جمهوری اسلامی نقشی تاریخی ایفا و در ساختن آینده ایران آزاد و آباد باشد که به زودی در کنار شما آینده ایران زنده باد ملت ایران.
Well, there it is. So he went and he posted that shit out, and bro, god damn, he just comes out and says it, huh? He just letting them know.
Why were these here?
Yeah, well, let's see here. Does this mean it's over? I mean, I think so. And Breaking Trump says he's not too much in a mood to negotiate now. Bro, there's no way. There's no way. No fucking shot he said this. Let me see if I can pull it up. And where is this here? Okay, I'll copy paste this. I don't even believe this, but we're gonna find it right here. He said it hours ago? No way. He's in a bad mood, man. Like, damn. Yeah, he's not in the mood. They fucked up. I guess so. And jets are already in the air. Well, nobody knows that. Why does his voice sound AI robotic? Can we pull up another video with this guy talking and compare the voice? It's either fake. I mean, do you really think this guy, like, I mean, this dude, like, I mean, he obviously has been waiting for this his whole life, right? Like, you really think he wasn't ready to say this? Bro, he's probably, he has been preparing this speech for the last 30 years, 40 years of his life. Like, yeah, I mean, let's be real, guys. I mean, what the fuck? What do you expect? Yeah, that's not the point. He was talking so everybody could understand. Yeah, I don't know. But will Iran become Persia again? Iran before the Islamic Revolution was a good place for its people. I hope this happens. He has the support of the majority. Well, we'll see what happens. And please let us see free Iran again. Yeah, we could actually see that happen today. I mean, it's hard really to know, but this is a whole lot, man. He'll make Iran great again? Yeah, I guess so. This is a saved video from 9 years ago. Bro, he just had this ready. God damn. God damn, they just got, yeah, they got him for talking shit. Hiding like a rat in the underground. Man, okay, well there it is. And visiting a free Iran would be dope as fuck. Yeah, it would be. That'd be badass. Bro's 84 now? I heard he was 86 actually. But yeah, USS Nimitz is still on its way. 14 of the 18 nuke subs are in action. The subs are always in action now, not since the escalation. Yeah, I wouldn't expect that. He's called for revolutions many times since the regime change, but this time if Israel supports it, then maybe. I think that... I feel like there's almost nobody that wants the current Iranian government to continue.
Head to the gate we unlocked.
Like there are some people that are like, well, we shouldn't bomb them. Yeah, sure, okay, all right. But like, I don't think anybody likes them. I feel like you're dead wrong. Ooh, I mean, maybe I am, but I don't think so. Let's see here. Yeah, Sonora is a decision to launch October 7th massacre. Is this them watching it? Or like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Yeah, they're all sitting there talking shit. Regime changes like this never work, and they usually make things worse. Well, I guess we're gonna have to find out, right? Yeah, and Israeli Air Force. So this is in Tehran as well, because basically all of Iran's air defense is gone. They're done.
Eve, did you see that?
The other side of the gate is crawling with nature.
Goddamn.
But this looks like the only way we can get inside.
Yeah. I've been wondering for a while why you advocate for free speech but then ban people that you find annoying. I think I just found another annoying person. Anyway, let's see here. Zuka the Animal with 5 gifted subs. I appreciate that. I'm going to do my best. I've realized this recently that I waste a lot of my time on stream engaging with people that have no interest in actually engaging. You know, these are not people that have any actual genuine interest in this. They don't really care. They're just saying this because they want to argue. So we waste so much time on that every day, and we're going to try to lower that at least a little bit, right? That isn't a question, it's an accusation. And let's just be honest here. And there's nothing else really that's happening yet. But let's see here. Faceless nobodies who know it all? Yes, clearly. And that's no reason I tuned into your stream, though. Well, sometimes if somebody has a conversation, they want to ask a question, that's okay. But, you know, if somebody's just talking shit or whatever. But, yeah, oh, this is it.
Right.
Here
Back
we go.
to the gate.
We'll make sure I get this. I get this here. I'll make sure I pause it.
I hope you have enough ammo.
So far, Israel has launched hundreds of ballistic missiles into Iran, striking 35 critical sites during Operation Rising Lion. Now, new reports out today indicate there is damage to the infamous underground nuclear facility in Natanz.
The former Israeli ambassador to the United States, Michael Oren, joins us shortly in Tel Aviv. The Fox team coverage is ready. Mark Meredith will have live reaction from the White House. We start with our senior correspondent, Mike Tobin, is live in Tel Aviv. Are Iranians fleeing Tehran amid this fighting? We know what's going on there in Israel. What's happening in Iran?
Well, as far as the missile attacks that are coming out of Iran, their size and intensity have decreased dramatically.
They're flashy. Let's be real. These are the most limp, because like for a while, bro, Iran was popping the fuck off. Like they were bombing the shit out of Israel. I was shocked. Like I was like, damn, like this is crazy. Like maybe Iran, like maybe they didn't know who they were fucking with. But now it's just nothing. He shoots like 3 missiles every like 5 hours. They get shot down and it's like it never happened.
We've had a couple of missile attacks today. One of them
they
just
can't defend
about
the
an
air
hour
like
or
you
two
said,
ago.
it's over.
It could have been.
Everybody knows that. Like, you know what I used to play in StarCraft? I tell you, you brought a Void Ray over there. They didn't have one of those turrets. It was done. You were done. That's it.
Involved as few as 2 missiles. The IDF
I
says
remember one time I played StarCraft. I was in like a diamond game, and the dude saw my Void Ray immediately come out of the fog of war. Within 2 frames, he quit the game because he already knew.
I can see the exit.
He
on
knew
the
what
other
it was
side,
gonna. He knew.
But
all right.
This won't be easy.
Yep. You got me.
Lily, let's go.
That's it.
one of them was intercepted. Earlier this morning, there was a missile attack involving some 20 ballistic missiles out of Iran. 4 of those got through. The damage was minimal. It resulted in a bus that caught fire, a structure that caught fire, and several craters that were formed in the ground.
Look at this.
But no injuries reported from that. Now, Israel's defense minister has taken to the airways with a warning for Ayatollah Khamenei, saying if he continues to fire missiles at Israel, he could meet the same fate as Saddam Hussein.
I warn the Iranian dictator from continuing to commit war crimes, firing missiles at Israeli citizens. He should remember what happened to the dictator in the country neighboring Iran, who took this path against the state of Israel.
I mean, there's a reason he's underground right now, right? I mean, like, fuck, I would be too. I'd be terrified.
And that is in line with the Truth Social post we
Trump quote, "I'm not in the mood to negotiate." Oh my God. Jesus. Yeah, vibes. Yeah, he just doesn't know. He just doesn't want to do it.
Wait, where am I going?
Give him, but only give him 60 more days, right? That profile picture goes fucking hard though, right? It is funny how every other senator has like a normal picture, and Trump has some AI fucking Photoshop bullshit thing that's like straight out of Facebook.
seen from President Trump, saying we know exactly where the so-called supreme leader is hiding. He's an easy target, but is safe there. We're not going to take him out, kill, at least not for now, but we don't want missiles shot at civilians or American soldiers. Our patience is wearing thin. Now, Israeli fighter jets, meantime, have been busy in the skies over western Iran. Israel claims to have hit dozens of surface-to-surface missiles. The IDF says they also hit air defenses like surface-to-air missiles and radar, backing up Israel's.
Somebody says, I don't want to get involved in a conflict or war, but I feel like soldiers would gladly follow Trump's orders. I think the reality is that this is the, this is, I think, the discussion, right? Is avoiding a war guaranteeing a war in the future? And I think that from Trump's perspective, and from the people that are in favor of Iran and intervening in Iran, the idea is that if you let them keep going and you let them do this, this will create a larger existential problem down the road where we could stop the problem right now before it becomes worse. That's basically what they're saying. And then on the other side, they're saying, oh yeah, well, how did that work with, Iraq? Because that was the idea with Iraq. And that didn't, like, it's not like the war ended in 2000 and whenever the fuck Saddam Hussein got caught. Or Libya, right? Exactly. And so that's the two sides of this. I can't wait for you to cover the Trump assassination. I love how you think that, if Trump gets assassinated, have you heard some of the shit J.D. Vance says? Like, oh no, I don't think you, yeah, bro, like that's not, yeah, you don't, it's way worse. Like, you think that's bad.
Claim of air superiority over Iran. The IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency.
I mean, you got to remember, J.D. Vance was the one that said, frankly, Margaret, I don't care, whenever they were talking about, like, families being separated by deportations. He was the one that was saying the UK is going to be an Islamic nation. Like, that was J.D. Vance. It wasn't Trump saying that, it was him.
Has issued a new assessment of that strike at the Natanz nuclear enrichment facility, saying that facility took a direct hit from Israeli airstrikes, sustaining significant damage. That new assessment was issued after they reviewed satellite imagery of the Natanz facility. John, back to you.
All right, yeah. Mike Tubba with the latest from Tel Aviv.
So they know where the guy is. Of course they know where the guy is. It's the most important guy to know where he is.
Mike, thank you. Jillian?
All right, well, President Trump cut his G7 trip short as Israel and Iran broadened their attacks yesterday. He's expected to spend the day at the White House today, meeting with his National Security Council in the Situation Room. Mark Meredith is at the White House for us this afternoon. Hey, Mark.
Jillian, good afternoon to you. The White House has President Trump himself throwing cold water on the idea that the U.S. is going to be brokering a ceasefire between Israel and Iran anytime.
Yep, that's not happening. It's done. Like, yep. Yep. They had the time for that. They didn't do it. And now, who knows what's going to happen.
Soon, even though there's growing political pressure on the White House to limit any U.S. military exposure to what's happening in the Middle East. Yeah. The president cut his trip to Canada short by a day, given the developments, the escalating violence between these two countries. And as you and John were just talking about, he's been quite active on Truth Social. Mike Tobin read one of the posts, but I wanted to read one of the other ones where he also said this, and it was interesting. He said the word we, because we now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran. Iran has good sky trackers and other defensive equipment, but it doesn't compare to American-made, conceived and manufactured stuff. Nobody does it better than the good old USA. While Trump has been active on social media, so is Vice President Vance. He issued a lengthy statement online, making it clear all options remain on the table. Very quickly, the debate over what U.S. involvement may or may not look like is engulfing Capitol Hill, especially among Democrats. We're seeing two very different trains of thought play out.
They have to be held accountable for what they've done. They are the ones that built and created the proxies like Hamas and Hezbollah and put our whole region in this kinds of chaos.
I happen to believe
he's right. He's right. I mean, he is.
That the U.S. being at war with Iran would be a colossal mistake. There is no national security imperative that suggests that we should.
And it's not just Democrats who are speaking out against the possibility.
I think that the strongest argument that I see for why it's important to stop Iran from developing any nuclear weapons and stop them from getting any more advanced is Russia. In my opinion, this is again my opinion, while Russia does have some reasons that I think are partially legitimate, in the Russia-Ukraine conflict, I view Russia as the aggressor. Russia are the ones in the wrong. It's not that Russia did this for no reason. It's that the reason the reason that they did do it for, I don't think justified what they did. Right? It was disproportionate. We have to pussyfoot around and not be aggressive against Russia because Russia has nuclear weapons. That's one of the big reasons. They have a massive military and they have nuclear weapons. If they didn't have that, we would be having a totally different conversation. So is the US? Exactly. You're a warmonger? Well, wait a second. You're saying this, so actually, wait, remember what I said before? There's no, let's not even address it. It's not worth wasting our time on. It's not worth wasting our time on somebody who's spamming in caps lock. There's no sense to this at all. Anyway, it's just so wrong. Yeah, it's not even worth responding to. Let's move on. The point is that if you look at the way that we've had to negotiate with Russia and we've had to put up with this bullshit for years now, because it's been since 2022, I think that goes to show you what it will be like dealing with Iran if they get a nuclear weapon. And that, in my opinion, is the best case scenario. That is the best case scenario because that's assuming they don't use it. Who's the aggressor in Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Palestine? Who cares? That doesn't have anything to do with what I'm saying. With the looming bomb, I feel like I'm not going to get to Marathon or Xbox. No, I will get to Marathon today. I will do all the rest of this. If you dislike what Israel mentioning Hitler and Holocaust is referred to as ulting, do you have the same opinion when African Americans mention slavery or Jim Crow or Holocaust? I think it depends on what it is, but yeah, in general, like bringing up something that happened over 100 years ago as an excuse for bad behavior today or to justify anything today is just not accurate. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that you have to move past it for sure. I do think that.
Whoa, we
definitely.
made it!
If Iran gets a nuke, Saudi Arabia, Israel will be bombed on day one. Maybe, right? I mean, but the fact that that's even a question is a reason why they shouldn't get it. I mean, just think about that.
Look, there's a supply camp.
Nice.
The U.S. involvement in Iraq.
That's my point of view, and that's my perspective on it. Like I view what I'm saying as the most pragmatic and reasonable, and the most like even-handed perspective that you can have. I mean, obviously, like I wouldn't have an opinion I think is wrong, but like this is what I think the most pragmatic viewpoint is. It's not moving past this fact the Ottoman Empire and Persian Empire were turned into weapon testing grounds for first world nations. What does that have to do at all with the fact that we don't want them to have a nuclear bomb? That's totally irrelevant.
We know that today, House Republican Kentucky was also Thomas Massie was one of the ones who said he would try to limit the president's ability to use U.S. military against Iran without Congress.
As the president himself has been saying today, he might make a decision about how to engage here any moment.
Yeah, they said Trump was going to go live today at some point and talk about it, but we don't really know. I also want to say that anything that Trump says is probably a lie. It's probably a lie to destabilize or mislead the Iranian government, and then he will take advantage of them acting in the way that he has misled them. That's probably what's going to happen. Hopefully he declines to join. Yeah, or he just joins anyway. Yeah, for sure.
Tracking it all afternoon. Thanks, Mark. John?
All right, let's go live to Tel Aviv now, bring in the former Israeli ambassador to the United States, Michael Oren. Michael, it's good to be with you. I want to start you here. This is the latest from President Trump. A couple of big posts on Truth Social. He said, first of all, we know exactly where the so-called supreme leader is hiding. He is an easy target, but is safe there. We are not going to take him out, in brackets, kill, at least not for now, but we don't want missiles shot at civilians or American soldiers. Our patience is wearing thin. And then a few minutes later, the president followed up with this. Said, unconditional surrender. Sounds like he's done talking to Iran. He just wants them to lay down their arms. He wants them to agree to end their nuclear program.
He's not in the mood anymore.
Or it may escalate from here. What are you thinking in this moment?
I think it's extraordinary. We're in a truly historic moment. John, Jillian, always good to be with you. Who would have thought? This is one of the world's most wicked regimes. It's not just that they have tried to destroy the state of Israel again and again for the last 46 years. They are the world's largest state sponsor of terror. They're responsible for thousands of deaths of Americans too, around the world. They are the major backers of Hezbollah and Hamas that triggered this horrendous Middle Eastern war for the last year and a half. They supply...
Trump tweeting unconditional surrender, which helps the current Iranians exploit their people using religious fanaticism as a weapon, doesn't help peaceful transition in any shape or form.
Not as hard as I expected.
I don't know. I mean, you could be right.
Nice.
I mean, maybe.
Let's take a look at the hypersonic.
I don't know.
The drones and the rockets that kill Ukrainians. I can go on and on. This is a truly wicked, wicked regime. And when the president says total surrender, unconditional surrender, we couldn't agree more. And we hope it's not just about their nuclear program. It's the end of Iran's support for terror. It's the end of Iran's...
No, they want to get rid of the entire government. Like, this war will not be over until the entire government is either dead or in jail. That's the truth. Quote me on it, and we'll see what happens.
I also found a legacy.
Attempt to assassinate American leaders, including President Trump himself. I mean, who lets a regime get away with that? It's not just about their ability to enrich uranium. So it's an extraordinary moment, and we greatly appreciate the president's support for us throughout this crisis.
Did you say you watched Nick Fuentes? I mean, I've watched Nick before. Yeah, I've seen Nick's stream. Of course.
Day 78 after the second dive. 8th record. Legacy account Raven. I have discovered an important record of human history. A war ignited by Mother Sphere broke out, and as previously recorded, humanity was defeated. Earth then became the stage for the Andro Eidos. Andro Eidos declared themselves the new human race. This new human race, with Mother Sphere at its heart, made tremendous progress and advanced humanity. And the surviving humans, the real humans, they evacuated to an underground facility. Some, led by Raphael Marx, waited here at this facility for an opportunity to strike back. During this time, the surviving humans evolved in order to gain the strength to face the androids. The result of genetic engineering and rapid evolution. Beings that have lost everything. Everything but brute strength and survival instinct.
Are we the baddies?
That's what they've become. Monsters. The monsters that we're fighting are the Naytibas.
Naytibas. They were humans.
Natives.
Then, those we've killed so far, they were all humans.
I can't believe this.
But this production facility was definitely made for Naytibas. If the Naytibas were human, we, the ones fighting against humans, must be...
the baddies.
Andro Eidos. Are we Andro Eidos?
The creatures brought into existence, created by Mother Sphere.
No, we're humans. Humans with complete bodies, perfectly in harmony with machinery and living tissue. Natibas, on the other hand, are incomplete because they are made only of living tissue. They can't adapt to different environments, and they can't even survive in space.
But what if we were created to solve such imperfections?
What?
Then, why did Mother Sphere hide this truth from us?
I need to think.
Yes. I don't think we can reach a conclusion about this on our own. I really do think we should talk to Orkul about all this.
Yes, let's do that.
There needs to be.
You're here. Excellent work.
Hey, Eve. I'll take care of the hypercell.
Orkul.
I see you have something you'd like to ask me. Perhaps you came across the library at Lavoir.
We would like to know the truth.
Yes. It is a long, long story. We are certainly human, but this was not the case not too long ago. It is true that those who came before were responsible for the creation of Mother Sphere. The ones now referred to as the last surviving humans. They created us, the Androidos, through Mother Sphere, and for a time we lived in a kind of symbiosis with them.
Then... we're androids. We were created.
Then why did Mother Sphere...
The reason is unknown. However, at some point, Mother Sphere made a decision. Humanity's survival depended on a reorganization of the species. And that conflict led to war, and the eventual extinction of the surviving humans.
That can't be.
The few who escaped destruction were scattered to the winds, but some managed to flee and find shelter in the ruins in Lavoir. It was originally a facility for the purpose of genetically evolving mankind. After all, lifespans of the surviving humans were very short. That facility was the birthplace of what we have come to call Natibas. The records in the legacy are all true. All this time we have been waging war on our own ancestors. Now, my personal link has extended to a fairly wide area. The next Alpha Natiba cannot be found here on Earth. So, what do you plan to do?
Well, that still doesn't change the fact that Natibas are our enemies.
All right. If we've come this far, we have no choice but to reach the nest through the Master Core. Give me the coordinates of the Alpha Natiba.
As you wish. When you return, I will tell you the rest of the story. Or perhaps it would be better to hear it straight from the Elder's mouth.
So, you are leaving them?
Mm-hmm. I'd...
Understood. The next destination, I'm picking up Alpha Nativa signals at the very end of it.
At the end of the orbit elevator?
Yes, in space. Orbit Elevator 4 was, but getting there won't be easy. Nativas have been surrounded. I guess I'll have to come up with an infiltration plan based. Eve, make sure you and Lily are both well prepared before leaving.
Oh, the chef, finally.
Oh, hello, Angel.
What kind of refinement? I guess even things like this are considered a resource in Zion.
What? A resource? This is a food source.
I'm not sure I follow you. This isn't just some liquid or paste from a tube. It's a corpse.
A corpse? My goodness. I simply can't believe what I'm hearing. Please call it cuisine.
Cuisine.
Actually, your timing is perfect. Maybe you can help.
Why do I get the feeling this won't be easy?
I promise it's not like that. I need things like this. Fish. Scavengers on...
Oh. I might know of a source.
That's wonderful. Bring me some when you can.
I'll consider it. Barry.
Oh, Angel. My, you sure give me strength. Since you seem to come by so often...
The feeling is mutual. Seeing someone who works so hard gives me...
To think of all people, I'd be asked, how did you happen to come across fish?
When I was on patrol.
You must have met a gentleman named Clyde there. It's good to hear that. Anyhow, thank you for deciding to help me out. Welcome. Oh, my. One might say this is...
Well, that's not so bad.
Yeah, but it only gives gold. I don't need gold.
Well, I must say,
What do you think you're... Sorry, I mean, are you actually cooking?
Reason? Everything doesn't have to have a reason, you know. You had no reason to help me, but...
Yes, you're right.
Scraps, parts, energy, you name it. Everybody's fighting for scraps. Let's do this later. No, we don't need this now. This is just how things are. We've given up the finer things in life. If all we're living for is bare necessity, how are we any different from the machine? I'm just trying to hold on to the past. That's all.
Well, must be nice. I'm surprised. All this time I thought you were just a freak.
I must have some life in me after all, if I manage to surprise an angel.
See you later, Barry. I hope your determination never dies.
You got it. Take care, Angel.
That was wholesome. Why is he still green?
Sorry, but we're closed for the day. I'm in no mood to continue working.
Okay, I'll be back.
Angel, hold on just a minute.
Huh?
Go.
Aren't you curious why I don't want to work?
And why do I need to know?
You're right. I get it. Please, could you just allow me? I thought talking about it would make me feel better.
Go ahead.
On the night of the full moon, there will be a memorial service, and the wine saved for the memorial service. It's all gone.
Do you think it was stolen?
No, I may have just had a sip or two every night. If I don't get more wine in time for the memorial service, man might actually kill me.
So, are you saying you want to have him killed first?
No. Okay. You know about Patelos Plaza in 807? The old plaza that's flooded. If you could go there and bring me just 3 bottles of wine from the cellar, well...
A life worth only 3 bottles of wine. I'll look for it on the way back.
Angel, these are...
You must recognize them? I don't think anyone blamed you.
I see. Then I'll have to do my part. I won't be able to achieve thank you, Angel.
Oh. Yeah, it's up. I can't get up from here though, can I? Oh, maybe. Close. Oh. No.
I retrieved the memory sticks from the ruins. But there were far more dead people than there were intact memory sticks.
Treasure. Treasure. My treasure. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you.
Eve, are you positive we can...
I could hold on to them, make sure they reach... I think she'll be all right, Adam.
All right.
So, can I go up? Fuck, so close. Is it even possible? Now I'm super curious. Yeah, I don't think it is. Huh? No, it's not. It's both. What? The fuck did I? Oh.
Hello, Angel.
Hi, Kaya.
I'm doing all right, thanks. It would be nice if only my sister... You're here, Angel. What about my sister?
Kaya. Well... There isn't an easy way to say this, so... Take this.
Oh, this is a memory stick. That means...
Yes. I took out an Atiba called Behemoth, and retrieved it from the area. Please consider her death avenged.
Avenged? Huh? Is that what it is? Actually, I figured this would happen. I knew my sister couldn't have survived like that. I was just hoping for the best. But I guess all I was doing was just denying reality.
Kaya.
It's okay. The important thing is that I have my sister's memories back. Her memory will live on in me. Thank you, Angel. Please, come back again soon. Welcome to
Kaya.
Well, there isn't much happening to make my sister.
Okay. I have 31 of these. So we're shopping. These look nice. Yeah, these look nice too. You know what? I like this. Yes. Okay.
Goodbye, Angel.
Can I change my outfit
Thank you again for shopping at Sister's Junk.
to fit
Well,
her?
thank you for your farewell, Kaya.
This one? No, this one. Or this one. This one. No. Haircut. This. This. This looks better. I don't like the bangs or whatever it's called. Ooh, oh, okay, cute. Okay. Missing 2. Who's left? I have no idea who's left. Yippee.
What? So there really was an angel. Give it to me, Angel. Now! We had an angel shouldn't lie.
You hear yourself? How can you be so entitled? Eve, there's a fusion drive at the back of the store.
Wait, you can't just...
Come on. Let's find out what's... What's this?
Well... You see, she's my wife. She died a long time ago.
Your wife? Then you should have said so.
How could I? I wasn't about to take any chances. Not that it mattered in the end. Well, that's all there is to it, Angel. I may talk big, but I'm still only human.
Well, I guess he's not such a bad guy after all, huh?
You can have the fusion cell.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Angel.
Zion is recovering.
Adam, this is...
They claim that Oracle is nothing but a glorified dictator.
But Oracle is the
Right, sure. But more and more people are starting to doubt even Mother. People go to such lengths searching for the truth, but still fail to...
I'd better look into this.
Yeah, I agree.
Looks like the... All right. I can always buy some small shrimp from Clyde. This request sounds fun.
I like this one.
Did you get it? I knew I was right about you.
The body core first.
Well, look at you, miss. It's for the people. No need to stare daggers at me. Here you go.
Where did you get this from? What did you do? Don't tell me you went after another airborne squad member.
No way. I wouldn't dare try to kill an angel. That's all you're getting out of me. Another important bit of info. Until next time, then. Remember, I'm always open for...
What are you? I think I bought everything. Oh, nice. More health.
Good to see you. Hello. I much prefer you to the beggars and... Yes? What's going...
Anything? Oh. Okay, so that was
It's been
useless.
fun. See you later.
All right.
Okay. I'm done. I guess I'll finish it tomorrow.